One of the things that I admire most in life is people that are filled with courage. When I watch a fireman go up a twin tower, even though there's a great danger of dying, I know in that courage that I have an example of something I want in my life. When I watch a policeman go into a very difficult situation, maybe there's a man with a gun, and that policeman goes right after that person, I say, oh, what courage. And you know, I also think about courage with regard to Jesus. Have you ever thought about that? Jesus was a man of great courage. Remember the time he walked up to the person who had leprosy and he touched that man. Whew, that took a lot of courage. Then there was a man who was filled with Satan. He was on the side of the Sea of Galilee and he was terrorizing everybody, running around without any clothes on and shouting. And Jesus walks right up to the person and confronts him with courage. I think of Jesus also standing in front of religious leaders and being willing to tell them that they're hypocrites. You brood of vipers, you whitened sepulchres. Whoa, that took an awful lot of courage. Of all people that I know, Jesus was probably the most courageous that I know. And then there was the courage with which he accepted death. Came to the time of his death and he said, Father, even though he cried out, I don't want to die, he said, I'll accept death. He was courageous and went to a death that was filled with injustice. Well, as we look at the example of Jesus, it isn't just something that we see from a distance. It's something that needs to touch our own lives. And we who love Jesus and want to follow him need to be people of courage also. Courage about what? Well, I've got a few things. Maybe courage to stand up for some of the immigrants that are part of our life in our world here in the United States. Oh, it's easy to put them down and to care for people that are hurting. My, that would take a great deal of courage. What about standing up for life? People that want to get rid of the baby that's in the womb, or kill elderly people that don't seem to function anymore, or even the death penalty, and to stand up for life. That takes a lot of courage. Oh, and then there's the courage of reaching out to fellow Christians and trying to find unity and commonness and even to be enriched by them. And not only just people of our own denominations, but what about reaching out to people of other religions, to Jews and to Muslims? My. That would take a great deal of courage, wouldn't it? And yet that's precisely what Jesus was, a man of courage, the man of courage that challenges us to face those things we fear and to move into them with his love and his truth.